enigmatic, Glenn Maxwell at the crease. Got himself to 32. Oh, look at that. Giving himself some room and just pounding it through that gap. He had to have very deep on the circle, but they're still going to come back for three. That's great running. It's tight, but I reckon he's home. Sean Marsh lumbered towards the finish. Now he just shows his mate that he reckons he's in trouble, maybe.
Well, Yadav's done really well here. Firstly, the slide, and he's picked the right end to throw the ball to. Mitchell Marsh was just labouring. This is going to be really close. Doney thinks he's got him. Straight away when he took the bails off, he was down. Let's have a look. He slid a little earlier. He's gone here. He's gone.
Not sure he knew the ball was coming to his end. He was in good shape halfway down and just lumbered from then on, and that's trouble. Big trouble.
That's an excellent bit of work from Yadav and from MS Doney. You've got to say a little bit of slackness there for Mitchell Marsh. He wasn't running to the danger end, but he's got to go. Have to go for 17, only 14 balls, but it's 5 for 204.
Third man and a deep point. In the air, should be out. Surely, yes, big wicket. Very big wicket. The Indians go wild in the outer, and so they should.
Well, Kudish and Sharma. Good wicket, all saving the single. Ishant Sharma's got to get in the right spot here. This is not a time to bowl a ball at the body. It can be worked away leg side.
Well bowled. Right on the money. Crowd right in this match now. The Indian fans on the edge of their seats. Can they go to Canberra 2-1?
Yeah, no crowd can celebrate a dot ball like Indians.
Two wickets to Sharma, 2 to Jadeja. Jadeja's got 4 overs left. Sharma just 2 after this.
Well run by Maxwell. Could have gone anywhere.
More fine work from Dhoni. He's as animated and active out in the field tonight as I've seen him. He's swapped his bowlers around. He's tried everything. With the exception of some easy singles, he's got allowing some easy singles a lot right.
Lifted Sharma. 38 k's, a very good line. Maybe just seam back a fraction.
Nothing for Maxwell to get under. He has to either try something on the up or defend. He was half and half. Turned out to be a dot.
Well, Maxwell knows one thing. If he's in at the end, Australia win. Can he be in at the end?
Three runs and a wicket. Good over for India. 6 for 218. Just under 50,000 people at the MCG for a thriller. 6 for 218. The run rate required now 7 runs per over. 4 wickets in hand.
50-50 Australia-India is really paying tribute to this Australian tale. Glenn Maxwell and James Faulkner, followed by John Hastings, Kane Richardson, Scott Boland. I think India should be ahead.
Left arm round the wicket. He's gone for it. He's over cover. Beautifully played. Tall delivery. He smashed it.
Yes, but that delivery worked for them last over. Glenn Maxwell, remember, was trying to swat it onto the leg side. but this time he played with fantastic control. He stood, got his feet set, blasted over the off where there's no protection out on the rope.
Well, that's his problem. He's got one more over. This is the last over before he can put another fielder back. Then he can have some protection out on that offside boundary.
Could get two. Well run.
Where India know they're in a fight here, you get buoyed by the wicket, and then you see immediately the kind of urgency that Maxwell or Faulkner will bring there. Two cricketers of immense, what's the word, flair in a situation like this.
Maxwell's raced to 47 of 48 with 4 fours. Swing and a miss. Ask the question. Half an appeal from the bowler and the keeper.
Well, there was a little noise. I can see why Dhoni appealed, but impossible for an umpire to give that out. We only picked that up, so the stump might. Something happened. It might have been the dragging of the foot or...
Noise. Is it past the bat or not? Come on, Ian.
No, he's hit it.
Could have done too.
Yeah, lots of times in big noisy MCG games they don't get given. Well done, James Faulkner. Oh no, Glenn Maxwell, to get out of the way of that. He was backing away to give himself some room to crunch one over off, and then skips inside it, gets the wide.
Rough call, that. Rough call. Tight match.
I've always said it. They should extend that wide, that leg side wide for sure for bowlers.
Gone again. That's gone a long, long way. It's a big one. It's a very big one. Massive strike. That's a long boundary. And 50 for Maxwell under pressure. Superb stroke.
Unbelievable stroke. What do you have to do, I think, is get a man back there and maybe bring third man up. I mean, or you tell the bowler to forget about the short ball. I mean, I know that the modern one-day bowler wants to vary his length because he doesn't want the batsman to predict. But, fantastic cricket stroke.
That's a long boundary. That's a big hit. Square of the wicket on the offside. Gone on the onside. Oh, wonderful fielding. Superb stuff. Aja. Beauty.
That could have been 4 he saved just then. Covered good territory and got down quick. No one behind him. Sensational.
Delivery, 40 gone, 6 for 231. The last ball that over, it's quite sharp. It's gone for the full shot. Brilliant over. Now 8 overs, 1 for 42. It's going to be spin. Page has got 4 overs left, 6 overs, 2 for 25.
Interesting to see whether he spins it bowling from the Great Southern Stand end of the ground. He spun it from the members' end. 2 fine wickets. Had Smith caught at slip and Bailey stumped off 2 balls that really ripped. Will he get it to spin from that end? This takes a bit of courage to bowl spin in this situation. Deep backward square leg, mid-wickets back, mid-ons back, mid-off and cover.
Slips in, the captain's attacking, he's got a slip. Round the wicket he comes. Faulkner punches it nicely into the gap. Just the single.
Yeah, just have a quick reminder of those 2 wickets. First, Steve Smith, some bounce to go with the spin. Jinky Rahane taking the catch, and then George Bailey just dragging his back foot. Dhoni like a flash.
Maxwell on strike. Deep long on, deep mid-wicket, deep backward square leg. Deep long off. Maxwell having a good look. Goes long, just a single. Run rate required now 7.15 runs per over needed. India need another wicket quickly. Get right amongst the bowlers, Hastings, Richardson and Boland. Almost straight to... Oh, he misfielded. That's terrible. Happy with the single.
Rishi Dhawan on debut. What did he do there? Looked like it bounced nicely for him. Maybe it was an unusual bounce.
I think you've got to have a strong fielder in that position. Left arm spinner. It's a run out possibility. It's lots of things, that position.
Great bowling there. I don't know whether he sensed Maxwell was looking to go inside out and over cover, but have a look how he darts it. Darts it quickly in. Good angle. Cramps Maxwell and all his plans.
Yes.
98 k's an hour. A spinner, he would normally bowl, yeah, much closer to 90, maybe 85 to 90.
Single down to long on. 5 from the over. 6 for 237. This partnership 22 off 23. Faulkner's on 5. Maxwell 55.
This is the first time in this series that Australia have had to worry about conservation of wicket. And 7.37 runs and over doesn't seem as easy.
Oh, straight through him. A ripper. Perfect line. Maybe it didn't bounce as much as Faulkner thought, but very good line.
A really lively pace too. He's up close to the 140 mark, and he needs to be accurate. There's no long leg fielder. There's a deep backward square and a very straight mid-wicket for that pickup stroke that Faulkner plays.
Big off cutter, hit the pitch hard, a puff of dust, seamed back beautifully. Charged by Faulkner, straight to mid-off, dot ball.
He's just finding his range, James Faulkner. He's found the middle of the bat just for singles, and he was cut in half the last ball. Got that one back in the middle. Just about ready to go, I reckon.
Nicely played. Happy with the single.
They're protecting that area of his very well. First of all, Umesh Yadav is staying away from pitching the ball anywhere that James Faulkner could sort of swing across the line into his favoured mid-wicket area, and they've got the man deep.
Where does Maxwell look here?
He'll go over mid-off or dead straight down
over mid-off, or does he try to get inside it and get down to fine leg?
What about through cover?
Goes after mid-off, and he hits it all the way up here towards the commentary box. Predictable but superb stroke.
Wow, it's just off the chart impressive, that. Jeez, that's a good shot.
Brilliant batting. Good eye. Went onside, opened up the offside and went bang. Big hit too, way back. Superb stroke. Looking for 2. Good running by Faulkner. Did well. all of a sudden it's 1-6-2 off the over.
Yadav hasn't done a lot wrong here. That ball that got hit over mid-off for 6 was middle and leg. Now, perfect placement. And the outstanding anticipation of James Faulkner puts the field under pressure for a 2. You know, the first reaction of all of us was over something, wasn't it? Where's Maxwell going to go? Over something. Well, he can hit it along the ground just as hard too.
Goes again. This time not quite off the middle, but it's going. One bounce. Big over for Australia. Big over for Maxwell. 6 for 250.
No ball call. No ball call.
He's got a bolt again. Whoa. Free hit.
Used to be a free hit just for a no ball on the front foot. It's fine. It was over waist high, and the law has changed. You get a free hit for both.
Which makes the strike out over extra cover even more impressive from that height of delivery.
Got a bowl for a run out here. Bang! Brilliant fielding. Well done at cover. Just a single. Wow. 43 gone. 6 for 252. 7 overs to be bowled at the MCG. James Brayshaw, Mark Taylor and Michael Slater take up the commentary.
Great work, Bill. A fantastic time to sit in the chair. Final passage in this third one-day international in the VB series. The atmosphere is dynamite here at the MCG. And Maxwell's dynamite. What an innings. He's got to get them home from here.
Oh, it's brilliant. It's going from being a highlight reel to a player of consequence. And that's what he's doing here, Glenn Maxwell.
Use of feet. He's very busy. You never know what you're getting with Maxwell. He plays some of the most extraordinary shots. But that's sensible. Just works it for 2. There has been a bit of maturity in here. It's been a bit like a boxing match, hasn't it? Seen Maxwell playing some extraordinary shots, some 4s and 6s. At times you've seen some Indians diving around, knocking balls down, counter-punching. It's been terrific. It's an easy single, so it's pretty well down to a runner ball for Australia. 4 wickets in hand. The wickets is what will cost Australia if they lose another one now. I don't think they need to panic, given the equation. But I suppose it gets down to the finish at the Gabba. 1 over, it'll make it a whole lot easier if they can have 1 big over. Here's Faulkner. Trying to keep Faulkner on strike. They had a mid-off and a deep mid-off for that ball. Now moved him away when Maxwell's on strike. But they're desperate to try and keep Maxwell away from the strike because he's hitting the ball so nicely. Straight to the man, dot ball. Good result for India. They need a few of those. That last over was one that hurt India. He'll push hard. He'll stay the 1. That was sensible. 5 from it. 6 to go. 6 for 257. It's been another fantastic fixture between these two countries. So much feeling every time they take each other on. The MCG has provided the atmosphere. 117 we saw from Kohli, 68 from Shikhar Dhawan, Rahane at 50, and the Australian batting has contributed again. Here's Maxwell, the reverse sweep. You'll always see it, but it's been all round the ground and some clever strokes as well. One he hit there for 6, just about the shot of the match, and we've seen a lot of good shots today. 1 over point for 6 on one of the longest boundaries in world cricket. It's really important now. 72 from 67. I mean, there's enough runs there for him to get the 100. Has to work his way, but he's got to be there at the end. Hit Sharma down the ground. That's sensible. Interesting to see how James Faulkner plays it from here on in, because we often call him the finisher, don't we? At the moment, Glenn Maxwell's doing all the damage. 73 from 68, a couple of big 6s. Said that 1 over point extraordinary stroke. Faulkner's also a man who likes to hit the ball. He likes to give it a bit of a whack, particularly on the onside for him. At the moment he's 7 singles, 12 balls.
Well, he's got a good arc. When the ball is there, he'll hit to the onside and he'll hit long. At the moment, though, he's just working with Maxwell.
What about this Indian camp? They're sitting there thinking we've batted first in these 3 games. We've made 309, 308 and 295, and we're on track to lose all 3 of them.
Yeah. Incredible, isn't it?
There was a time, if you made those 3 scores in Australia, you'd be engraving the trophy. It'd be India 3-0. Anything up, 270 beyond was just about unchaseable in Australia. Now, as you're seeing, it's gettable, very gettable.
No third man. And a swing and a miss. So that's the one he likes to play. That's the baseball, the squat that can go down the ground or over cover.
Yeah, and the Indian players say, why didn't he edge it? Here's a little edge for us. It's a cutter, kicks a bit. You need that to find an edge.
And there's been a few of these. It's just that extra bounce. So Sharma finding a little extra zip. Good effort delivery. Straight to the man. There's a no throw. He had to throw it. It was being backed up the other side. Big moment.
But even if it wasn't being backed up, you got to throw it. India have got to get Australia dismissed to win this game. It doesn't matter who was behind this. You've got to have a ping.
It's got to have a pot shot. Go for it. What are you thinking? Oh dear. It was just because he didn't think it was going to be backed up. There was a man on the fence on the other side. You might have conceded the single in the end. Amazing the decisions that can be made, rightfully or wrongfully, when you're under pressure.
Yes, if Australia need 15 and over, you can understand. He says, oh no, I'm not going to give you anything. But when Maxwell's the key wicket, 74 he is off 71, that's a chance to win the game, really. Admittedly, you've only got 1 stump to aim at, so it's not going to be an easy throw, but it's worth giving up a run. It's worth giving up 4, and it wouldn't have gone for 4, because they had men in the deep anyway. It would have been an overthrow at worst. But you'd give up a 1 run for a wicket every day of the week, no matter what the situation in the game is.
This is a big delivery. Final ball of the over. It's only gone for 3. Make that 4 for the over. A good one from Sharma. 5 to go. And Australia need a further 35 runs. So the next man in for Australia, Hastings, he'll be feeling some nervous energy. Then Richardson, Boland. They don't want to enter the MCG. They're happy to watch, I'd say.
About these signs go around the ground, make some noise, India. It happens right throughout these 1 days. And every time they blast them up, the crowd go mad.
So 1-day cricket a decade ago, 35 from 30 is causing all sorts of concern for the batting side at the moment. You're comfortable with these 2 at the crease because with T20 cricket right around the world, these chases are so much more gettable. But don't worry, if a wicket falls, it's game right back on.
This is the situation that Steve Smith didn't mind at the start of the game, winning the toss and saying, well, we'll bowl first. We're happy chasing. We've been told to chase the first 2. And the result has been very positive for the Australians. So Jadeja now. Figures 2 for 35. He's bowled well.
Well, Steve Smith was hoping that the ball would skid on in this situation, not turn.
Oh, as an edge, it's a very handy one too. It runs away. It runs away into the boundary. That makes it easier for the Aussies.
Oh, it did turn. It did turn. Australia were hoping for the dew and a bit of moisture out there and the ball would just skid on. What does this do? Oh, it turns. Bit of bites in the surface, no slip. There's been a slip there for the last over or 2. It runs away for 4.
So it changes, 31 from 29. That's the 50-run stand. And that's not a bad delivery, it's a beauty. And he costs them a 4.
Also, that boundary off the first ball, which is exactly what Jadeja and MS Dhoni don't want. Now there's the potential to turn it into that big over.
Oh, he goes in the air, he goes beautifully in the air. It's over cover. It's another boundary. Maxwell, what an innings we're witnessing tonight.
What a terrific cricket shot that is. Inside out, over the man who stayed on the edge of the circle. Lovely extension through the ball. Perfectly placed, exactly what he was trying to do. Class shot.
The snake it through, mix up. Bowler's there, got a hit.
Another set of gloves and an apology involved in all of that. Let's have a look. He looked dead to rights, Faulkner, if it was a direct hit. Go, no, stay, no, look at him. Now he's got to hit the brakes. Big dive. He may have just got home.
He did well, didn't he? He got back the finisher. Dived in, he would have been home. Jadeja set himself. Thought he had a bit more time. 2 balls remaining. Straight to the man. There's the reverse.
He's probably hoping to get that a little bit finer. They've got a man at deep backward point, India, for that shot. If he absolutely nails it.
It's an easy single. 10 from the over. 6 for 271. So the equation now 25 required for victory, 24 deliveries remaining. It's without no balls or wides, of course. And Sharma will start his final over. 2 for 44. He's bowled well. Has he got another wicket in him? That'll run away. It's too easy. Too easy to dispatch. Just helps it, Maxwell. Into the 80s he goes.
And a little fist pump involved in that too. Again, the first ball of the over a boundary, it just hurts you in this situation. You watch this. It's 2 straight with a very square, fine leg, and you watch Glenn Maxwell's reaction after he knows it's 4. There we are. Give me some of that.
Well, he's thinking he has to force a good delivery somewhere, play a big shot, but that's just easy to roll it to the onside. Still no third man in play. The game slipping away from India, or is it?
I love the control, Mark Taylor. You talked about that shot in the last over, which was just a superb shot, but there's none of those weird body angles and the shots that are stuff you'd see in a backyard game. That's just beautiful cricket batting, and that's what he's capable of. There is so much talent attached to this bloke, and today we've seen beautiful control to go with it.
These two have put on 61, 50 balls, and got Australia right in the box seat now. That under a run of ball now. Singles will get them home.
MS Dhoni, it's been a tough 3 games captaincy-wise. He's had to make decisions at times. Some have worked. He probably thinks a lot haven't quite worked because the discipline hasn't been there with the ball, or there might have been a couple of drop catches. But this is for the series. The best of 5.
Well, India have been much better tonight. Ishant Sharma's been much better tonight. A couple of little misfields, sure, but they've bowled better. Australia have just been, well, once again, too good up to now, but they're not home just yet. India need to obviously need to win this game, keep that game alive, or keep the series alive for Game 4 at Manica Oval, which is on Wednesday, 1:30 Australian Eastern Daylight Time. Check your guides for that. And the final game is on Saturday at the SCG, January 23.
And then the T20s start. Nicely played. Push hard for 2. There's always 2 down there. It's a comfortable 2. That's Nicely played by Faulkner.
Again, that first ball 4 comes back to bite you. Now this over's worth 7 with 2 remaining. Only need to get a boundary one of these last 2 balls and it becomes very tough for India.
It has to be a wicket, doesn't it? A wicket to slow it. To give them a boost again. India and Australia maybe to doubt things. But it's 18 from 20.
Ishant Sharma there hitting the deck, but as I said, I think he's bowled much better tonight. He missed game 1 at the Wacker and then just looked a bit short of a gallop at the Gabba. Tonight, nearly 10 overs, 2 for 51. It's a pretty good return. And there's very good batting surfaces. He's made Australia work for their runs. Jadeja's been good also, 9 overs, 2 for 45. The effort's been there. And the line's been much better from Ishant Sharma.
There's the crowd, 47,638, and it sounded bigger than that. It's been a good crowd, but at times the Kohli 100 had erupted, and with every Australian wicket, the Indian support here has gone bananas.
I was sensing a resurgence in one-day cricket over the last year. I think that the scores are going up. I've said these middle overs, which were considered the boring overs, are no longer the case. More 4s and 6s being hit. It's more excitement right through the 100 overs.
Jadeja to continue. It'll fall safely. Oh, he keeps chancing his arm, Maxwell. He might have been trying to get the remaining 16 for the 100.
No doubt, no doubt. He needs 15 now, and Australia need 15 to win. He needs to get somewhere close and then hit a 4 or 6 off the last ball to win. Why, even if Australia only needs, say, 2, he can go for the 6 and try and get the 100.
Nice bowling, the dot ball. I agree with you, Mark Taylor. I think the World Cup in Australia and New Zealand was going to define the future of one-day cricket in a way, and it was a terrific World Cup. There was such good cricket played. There were big crowds, loads of excitement right to the end, and I think the big audience suggests they still like to watch the one-day game. Faulkner smashed it. There's 2. Forget the 100, Maxi.
Well, to back up your point, the TV audiences have been massive too, Michael. Incredible numbers of people watching, so they've appreciated what this Australian team's been able to do against high-quality opposition.
Goes again, and that man was fine. He'd been pushed finer, so only the single.
So these are the number 1 and 2 one-day international teams in the world playing against each other, and the cricket has just been superb.
Well, by the end of this, we're going to have, 1,800 runs scored in 3 one-days. This has probably been the best of it because this has been a real contest right through it, even though I thought at the Wacker, Australia reasonably comfortable in chasing 300 down there. Not quite so at the Gabba. Here, this has been real tight.
Works that to extra cover, Maxwell. So that takes him to 86. He's on strike. Got 2 overs remaining and 11 to win. Australia, this is another fantastic run chase. India hanging in there. Can they make a change this over? They better move quickly. There's only 12 balls remaining, and you feel that they need that wicket in the first couple of deliveries here. Yadav, he's bowled 9, 1 for 57. He can't loosen up for a ball.
Maxwell's thinking maybe get 10 and then try and hit a 4, win the game, and get 100.
There's that baseball stroke. He says no, it's gone quickly to mid-off.
Yeah, because that would have been a 1. That's no good. He's got to hang on to the strike here. He's got to hang on to the strike. He's got to do it right. He's got to get 10, get to 96,
and then
1 to win, hit a 4.
All right, I like it. That is probably exactly how he's thinking. Well, there's going to be an opportunity, you would think, maybe one from big catch in the outfield.
Steve Smith's in the change rooms thinking just 11 singles will do.
No, he wants to go big. Oh, he's gone big, all right. Into the 90s he goes.
He doesn't need another one of those, though. If he does that, that'll be ridiculous. He'll only win the game. He'll end up on 98. He's got to hit a 4 here. Settle down, Maxie. Don't swing quite as hard.
It's a beautiful shot, isn't it? That is hit as clean as a whistle.
Well, what Steve Smith doing there? Oh no, to just back yourself. Forget the singles. 5 to win. And that's going to run away. That's going to be a boundary. It is 4 with 1 to win. He's 96. He's got to find the boundary rope for the 100.
Perfect batting. He's planned this beautifully. Didn't take the one first ball. Australia 1 away. Now, all he's got to do is hit a boundary here.
Oh, that's easy. He's gone 6-4. If it goes anywhere else, no. Dot ball.
Come on, Slats, you're riding this like a bull. Get him home.
How long do you have to hang on for? 7 seconds?
And they're all coming up too. They're all coming up. Save the one. That's good. Maxie's not thinking about one. No way. This is going to be a boundary.
Well,
get ready, Mick.
The big show. What do you got for his big show? He's got a sky ball. Shikadawan's under it. And he takes it. Glenn Maxwell going for glory. Expires on 96.
What a great hand. We've almost been waiting for this from Glenn Maxwell. An innings of that massive consequence. When he came to the crease, he needed to play this innings, and he has. 96, going for the boundary in the century. The cat's taken pretty simply, but that is a match-winning performance from Glenn Maxwell in front of his home crowd at the MCG. Terrific performance.
Outstanding from Glenn Maxwell. That's what he brings to the game. He will frustrate, he will get out playing that bad shot, but when he's on, he's one of those entertainers. He's worth sticking with all the time. What a talent.
Johnny Hastings there. He was delighted, actually. At least he's only got to get one. And Faulkner's on strike. That's the other thing. So all Jono Hastings has got to do is be there for the winning runs. He hasn't got to face anything. We've got Mark Nicholas down on the sideline.
I have. Let's go straight into Glenn Maxwell here. Wow, that's one of the greats.
Yeah, would have been nice to finish it like that ball, but it's been a hell of a run chase. So it's not easy to bat on, and it's testament to those guys at top of the order. Made the job easier for us at the bottom to keep it up with running the ball.
Turn around, commentate for us here.
Faulkner hits the winning runs. Australia win the series 3-0. How good's that?
You're white in the face. It's taking a lot out of you.
I'm stuffed. I'm absolutely stuffed, and I just can't wait to celebrate, sing the team song, and I'm absolutely wrecked. I can't tell.
Tell me about some of those strikes, the one over cover, the one over mid-off, some of the best ball striking we've seen.
I've always said I try and play the field, and that's all I try to do. And wicket was quite slow, so I had to hit the ball in front of the square, and just try to hit it as clean as I could over cover, and luckily enough they came off the middle.
Maxie, there was a maturity to that innings too. You resolved to see it through.
Yeah, almost.
Until you wanted 100.
No, I just tried to get the ball over the infield. It's the best way to go, but I'm so happy to be 3-0 up. It's been an awesome series. Just absolutely ecstatic to be 3-0 up now.
These strokes have had you awarded the man of the match tonight, which won't surprise you. You get $500 to your charity. I don't suppose anybody would imagine winning it over Virat Kohli, because he can play a bit too. But tonight was your night, and there's no doubt confidence has bred confidence in this team.
Yeah, exactly right. And I think Buff has done a lot for that. He's been unbelievable for us to give us the opportunity to play with freedom and just play as gutsy as we want to. So it's been incredible to have that instilled in the whole team the whole way down the order. And I think the way James Faulkner's played over the last few years is probably a testament to that.
I think you deserve to go and see your mates. Congratulations.
Cheers, mate.
We'll go back up and see Slats.
Thanks, Mark, and great stuff from the man of the match, Glenn Maxwell. It's now time to say goodbye to our Perth viewers. You're off to news.